And it is possible for us to wash our dishes in joy, in happiness. And happiness is possible in every minute. And if you wash your dishes like that, you are in the kingdom of God. If while washing dishes you want to finish it as soon as possible, so that you can sit down with your tea, well, you lose your time of dishwashing. The time for dishwashing is no longer worth living. And if you cannot enjoy dishwashing, and then when you sit down and hold your tea or your coffee, you think of other things to do, and you lose also your tea and your coffee. You are always thinking of something next, always thinking of the next thing, and you lose your life just because of that running. That's why in order for you to enjoy fully your cup of tea, and you have to enjoy fully your dishwashing moment. Make it enjoyable. Make it joyful. And you are more than enough intelligent than you might think you are. You can organize your daily life in such a way that every moment of your life is a celebration. Celebration of life. The energy of mindfulness helps you to be fully present and fully alive in the here and the now. And the practice of mindful breathing, mindful walking, help generate the energy of mindfulness. And when you are inhabited by the energy of mindfulness, dishwashing becomes a miracle, a wonder. You don't need to finish dishwashing in order to be happy. You are happy right during the time of dishwashing. And if you are able to enjoy every moment of your daily life, you become a kind of yeast to help your group, your family, your community to be joyful. Because you embody joy, you embody happiness, you embody the capacity of being happy in the here and the now. Your presence in your group is so important. Everyone will be infected by your joy, by your capacity of being happy and alive. And very soon your group will become a sangha. It become a refuge for many others. The letter I suggest you to write should be addressed to someone who is close to you. You want to practice loving speech to him or to her. You know that in the past you have made some mistakes. You have said things that have made him or her unhappy. You have been unskillful. It was your intention to love him, to love her, and make him or her happy, but because you, from time to time, you were not mindful. You were unskillful. Mindfulness has to do with skillfulness. It's not your intention to make him, to make her suffer, but you have made him, make her suffer, because you were not mindful, you were not skillful. Let us not talk about it in terms of right and wrong, good or evil. Let's learn to talk about it in terms of more skillful or less skillful, more mindful and less mindful. It will make the situation much lighter. Darling, I was unmindful. I was not mindful enough. Instead of, darling, I was wrong. You were right. Or you were wrong, I was right. No, let us not talk in terms of right and wrong, good and evil. Let's learn to talk in terms of more mindful or less mindful, more skillful or less skillful. Darling, I was not skillful. I'm sorry. Darling, you were just not very skillful. That's all. I don't blame you. Make the situation much easier later. So sit down and write a good letter. You don't need to finish the letter soon. It may take 1 week or 2 weeks, even a month. Because you enjoy the letter so much, like the distance of walking meditation. You don't need to arrive at point B. You may linger on, and you may like to stay as long as possible, and you might never arrive at point B. Why do I have to go to point B? And halfway to point B, I discover that the point B doesn't exist. And you are enlightened. You have overcome birth and death as notions. You may begin your letter, darling. It's funny. I have learned so much from my unskillfulness. I have learned so much from my suffering. You can say things like that. And thanks to the suffering, I have been able to grow. You can begin your letter in many ways. The purpose of writing a letter is to get enlightened during every moment of writing the letter. The process of writing the letter is a process of peace, a process of looking deeply. You look back into yourself. You bring the past into the present, and then you practice looking very deeply into the past. You are not losing yourself in the past at all. You are still grounded in the present moment. And you bring the past to the present moment as the object of your studies, of your looking deeply. Because to meditate means to look deeply. Like a scientist with the object of her studies under the microscope. Look deeply. And this is our relationship. The object of your study is your relationship with him or with her. And you are honest, you are sincere. You want to be fully present, fully alive, and practice looking deeply into the situation. And that is why the letter is a process of discovery. You know that in the past, you have gone through moments of your relationship. But in this moment, you are not fully alive, fully present. That is why you did not touch it deeply. Now, when you bring it to the present moment, you have another chance to leave them again, to relieve, no? Revivre, what is the English word? Revivre. Relieve? Relieve. It's okay like this? Relieve. Relive. To have a chance to live it again. That moment. Relieve. So you should not mix up it with relieve. Chữ này trước chữ này không? It's okay. I'm confused. So in the past we have gone through these moments, gone through these places. And because we were not entirely present, that is why we did not get in touch deeply. And we regret. But we don't have to regret, because we can bring them home to the present moment and do it again, and to live it again deeply. And with our mindfulness, with our concentration, with our insight that we have got, we can discover many things that are new. And that is why writing a letter is an authentic form of meditation. You are not losing yourself in the past. You are looking deeply in the past to discover what you have not discovered in the past. And you are doing it in the form of a letter, that's all. You are aware that your beloved one will read the letter. And your insight, your renewal will help him, will help her to renew himself or herself. But that is his or her transformation is only a byproduct. It's your transformation and healing which is the direct effect of the practice. You write that letter as a practice of looking deeply. You write that letter as a practice of loving speech, compassionate speech. And during the time of writing, you get the transformation. You reconcile with yourself. You reconcile with him or with her. You don't need him to be here for you to reconcile. No. Reconciliation takes place within yourself. People say that it takes two persons to make reconciliation. No. You don't need two persons. You need just yourself. And after reconciliation has been made within yourself, peace and healing is made for yourself. The healing and the reconciliation of the other person is only a matter of time. Don't worry about him or her. Just take care of yourself. That person may be your father, maybe your son, maybe your partner, your husband, your wife. And this letter is for him or her to read. But you are writing that letter not with a pen only, but with your own heart, own wisdom, your own practice. I'm sure that if you write that letter, if you succeed in writing the letter in that spirit, you get the healing, you get the transformation into yourself.